Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, back here with another edition of the Salary Cap Report. Going to be reviewing the salary changes for Saturday, March 1st, and I wanted to first off apologize for not getting this video out to you guys on Saturday. I just got home a short while ago, and I figured instead of me having this video go live at 9:30 or 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern on a Saturday night, it's probably better served if I drop this video sometime around noon Eastern on Sunday, March 2nd. So hopefully I remember to do that, and hopefully you guys find this video to be somewhat useful. And I'm hoping that you guys will find not just me going over the salaries today and how they've changed useful, but hopefully you can learn from the mistake that I made yesterday. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I want to bring your attention to my 5-5 salary cap record through 10 games here in round 1 of season 5 of salary cap. I was 1-0 heading into my slate of games yesterday, and I actually ended up going 4-1 through my first 4 games that I played on Friday afternoon / evening. And so I was feeling pretty good about how I was playing. You know, the one game I lost, it was pretty close, and so I thought, okay, I'll play one more game, and if I lose, I'll stop, and if I win, I'll try to stop too. We'll have to see. So we ended up leading in that game for a good portion of it. I believe we were 5 or 6 points ahead of our opponent, and we had to get, I think, another 5 or 6 points to hit that target score. And we had been dealing with some lag for the previous few minutes of game time, and then all of a sudden, I guess the lag hit a point where 2K just booted me from the game, and they gave me an L. And I was really frustrated when that happened, and instead of me walking away because I was really triggered, I ended up playing another game. And I ended up losing that one in a blowout, which made me really frustrated, and so I ended up playing 2 more games after that, so I was at 4-3 at that point. And my next 2 games were both basically buzzer beater losses where my opponent needed 2 more points to win and I needed 3 more points to win. And my opponent would end up getting a layup. And I think in one of those games, I ended up having a chance to win. I took a really bad 3-point shot, which really frustrated me and put me out of position on defense and let my opponent get the game-winning basket at the end off of just, me being frustrated. If you think about, the players on your favorite team who, miss a shot and then they complain to the refs for the entire time their teammates are playing defense, and then your teammates are playing 4-on-5. That's how I kind of felt like. I wasn't really fully locked in on defense. And so the moral of the story is me being 5-5 was very preventable. I ended up winning my 9th game of the day, 10th overall of the round so far. And once I hit 5-5, I took that as, okay, I need to stop. And you can see, in spite of me being 5-5, my score differential is almost 10. I'm averaging winning my games by 10 points, which I think spoke to how well I was playing when I was winning, especially when you factor in that my losses for the most part were within just, a couple of points. But I think all this could have been prevented had I just stopped when I felt really triggered. And so I apologize for this, mini speech or rant or whatever, but this is my way to make a plea to you guys. If you're like me and you're playing, whether it's salary cap or it could even be a game that's not even 2K related. If you're playing a game, especially if it's an online competitive game, and you suffer a really frustrating loss, even if it's in a way that's totally out of your control, like lagging out of a game like I did, take a break, reassess, try not to jump right into another game, because I find that for me personally, the most rough of losing streaks that I go on tend to be when I have one loss that's incredibly frustrating and I want to kind of redeem myself and get a win, and then you keep trying to play over and over and over again, trying to get that one win to make yourself feel better, and then it doesn't come for a while, and then by the time you finally win, it feels good for a moment, but then you look at all the damage that you created, and that damage for me was going 5-5, 4-5 on Friday. So yeah, I hope you found that to be somewhat helpful, because I need to take my own advice too, personally speaking. I think if you were to heed my advice, and if I were to heed my own advice, I think all of our records would look much prettier at the end of every round. But nevertheless, 5-5 is a blemish I'm going to have to carry on for the rest of round one. We're halfway into the amount of points we need to get to 2,500 for that Dark Matter Shattered Prize piece. And it looks like we're going to have to adjust our team a pretty good amount. Let me quickly make sure that I am recording because I don't trust myself. Looks like we are. Hi, YouTube. Okay, let's get to the lineups because it looks like our prediction was correct and we finally saw some of these diamonds go up in salary, which I'm honestly cool with. I saw a number of Dyson Daniels when I was playing salary cap yesterday, even with him being at 3,000 salary. 3,800 salary, I feel like him and maybe even a card like Paolo Banchero may be a little difficult to continue trotting out there in salary cap. Now, I will tell you that I'm going to probably still try to bring my Paolo Banchero because I spent 110,000 MT on him because he has 26 Hall of Famers and he has Legend Limitless range. And 3,800 isn't all that crippling. I feel like this card is going to play much better for me than the average diamond. And I feel like for that reason alone, he's going to be worth that 3,800 salary. We are going to have to make some changes, though, elsewhere, obviously, if we want to continue playing. Jack Sigma staying at 3,000 salary is really nice. And to me, that means I'm going to keep him as my starting center for now. I think the most natural change here for me is to bench Dyson Daniels, and we're going to go through all the changes before I show you who I'm going to bring in place of Dyson Daniels. And I want to start by talking about Galaxy Opals. I'm not saying this because I want to replace Dyson Daniels with a Galaxy Opal because the salaries would not add up, but I'm just going to tell you guys, instead of me going through all the Galaxy Opals that are in the game right now, including the ones that are not in my collection, I'm going to ask you guys to go through your collection and look at all of your Galaxy Opals and see if any of them have dropped in salary from 10,000 down to 8,000, because I'll tell you right now, I don't have the most expansive list of Galaxy Opals, and a number of them have already dropped in salary. D-Rob is still at 10K, Jalen Brunson's Galaxy Opal down to 8K, AD, who is at 8,000 salary for the longest time, is still at 10,000. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s Galaxy Opal, 8K. Dirk Nowitzki from the Pro Pass last season, Dirk is at 8K. Şengün still at 10K. Jason Richardson, if you were one of the people, and I'm sure there are a lot of you guys, who used your All-Star event tokens on Jason Richardson because you could get him for free pretty easily. And I think you could have gotten him for free without even doing any of the park win streaks. You can now bring in Jay Rich. I would say if you don't bring him, I would expect a lot of people to be bringing in Jason Richardson. Kawhi Leonard, also 8,000 salary. I think he's been at 8,000 for a minute. Xavier McDaniel and Elton Brand. These are two cards I want to highlight because a lot of the people who are no money spent and were playing the game last season probably have both of these cards, right? Elton Brand was from the All-Star Locker Code, I believe. And then Xavier McDaniel was from just, grinding out your levels. I think he was, the level 35 reward. So they're both 8,000 salary. You could bring in either of them if you like either of them. Sidney Moncrief, also 8K. So a number of opals. Hold on, I'm curious. Before we go through the rest of the players, I just want to see, are cards like LeBron and Giannis also 8K? So Giannis is still 10K. And what about LeBron? LeBron is 10K. What about Penny? Okay, so not all opals have dropped to 8K salary, but I would still say go and take a look. Look at the players that you have in your lineup currently and see have any of them dropped. Actually, let me just see, out of curiosity. I'm so sorry. We'll go back to my players in 1 second. Did Wemby drop? Is he still 10K? Okay, Wemby's 14,500. That's interesting. So they raised his salary. They also raised the Amethyst Evo Wemby up to 2,300. I'll show that to you guys a little bit later, which is interesting to me because with any Evo card, typically their salary can't go up past the highest tier of their base card. So an Amethyst can't go above 2,000 salary, right? They range from 1,200 to 2,000 salary. Amethyst level 1 Victor Wembanyama, even if you Evo him up to a diamond, doesn't matter. Or I'm sorry, even if you keep him as an Amethyst, it doesn't matter. He's going to be at 2,300 salary. I'm not sure if that's going to be all that worth it, especially with his really poor ratings across the board. What about Cade Cunningham? Cade Cunningham is 8K as well. That's very interesting. Yeah, so, maybe I'll try to find a way to bring in Jaren Jackson Jr. I just feel like Jaren Jackson Jr. is a really fun card to run, but I feel like I'd rather have Paolo Banchero's diamond with all those badges in my lineup, who's going to cost less than half of the salary of Jaren Jackson Jr. All right, moving on past the opals, not a bunch of changes when it comes to the pink diamonds, but I will kind of echo the same sentiment I did with the opals for the pink diamonds. Go and take a look at your pink diamond cards, because a number of them are at 5K, and there may be a couple that you missed that were either at 5K before or at 5K this weekend that you may want to add. Mikal Bridges up from 5,500 to 8K. I enjoyed running him a little bit last week in the one game that I used him in on Tuesday. I'm not going to run him at 8,000 salary. I'd much rather run a card like the Pink Diamond Bilal Coulibaly or even that Pink Diamond Stephon Castle. Amazing that all three of these NBA storylines salary cap goats who have Pink Diamonds. I love that all their Pink Diamonds are at 5K salary. Very interesting to me. Anyone else worth noting here? Giannis still at 8K. Totally fine. Yeah, no one else from the Pink Diamond tier I think is really worth talking about here. Diamonds, go and take a look, because it's not just Dyson Daniels who went up in terms of diamond point guards that are widely used in terms of and their salaries. Andrew Wiggins actually is a faller. He's down to 2,000 salary, which is great. Jaime Jaquez Jr. back up to 2,500. Russell Westbrook up to 5,000 salary. I believe he was at 3,000 salary or 3,500 salary yesterday for you guys 2 days ago, but he's up to 5K. So Russell Westbrook 5K, Dyson Daniels 3,800. Josh Hart has been 2,400. I feel like since NBA 2K17, I'm getting really tired of his salary not going down to 2,000. 2K, please do something. I want to use Joshua. Who else I want to talk about here? Let's see, a number of cards here that are at 2,000. Michael Carter Williams. I'm going to get back to MCW in 1 second. I want to show you guys Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is at 4,400 salary. So again, just to reset the table per se, Marcus Smart 4,400, Diamond Russell Westbrook 5,000, Diamond Dyson Daniels 3,800. If you took my advice and you invested in a Michael Carter Williams, who you could have gotten for like 10 to 12K if you got all the pieces for his exchange, you can now bring him in. He's a decently sized point guard. He's like 6'5", 6'6". I'm going to bring in Michael Carter Williams or Tyreke Evans in place of Dyson Daniels. I do think Tyreke Evans has the better ratings and badges, but I think Michael Carter Williams' jumper is so much better. So if you are someone that might take a couple of open pull-up jumpers with your point guard, I don't know if Tyreke Evans is the guy you want to bring. But if you don't take that many, if you're just looking to slash and play make, Tyreke Evans may be the move. We'll have to see. I might mix and match both of them, just to figure out what direction I want to go in. The last thing I kind of want to point out here. Oh, Doug Christie 2,000. I missed that the first time around. Tyson Chandler at 2,000 as well. Pretty interesting. Damari Carroll, one of the cards I mentioned that I wanted to buy, and I did buy at the end of Season 4. A card that you could bring in for 2,500 salary. Derek McKee, also not bad. Spencer Dinwiddie, another card, just came out on Friday. Almost said yesterday. This video's coming out on Sunday. I keep forgetting. Spencer Dinwiddie, 2,000 salary, diamond point guard who's 6'5", in case you want to bring him in. The only thing I want to talk about when it comes to the amethysts, the unlimited amethysts are now 1 week old, and I think 2K has seen how much they're being used. All of them are at 2,000 salary from what I've seen. The inevitable amethysts are still at 1,500. So if there are any of these inevitable amethysts that you like, bring them in while you can, because I would not be shocked if all of them go up to 2,000 salary on Saturday, March 8th, or maybe even this upcoming Tuesday, March 4th. So at least I think Tuesday is the 4th. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. Kawhi Leonard also up to 2,000, as well as Reed Shepherd. Again, a lot of these cards going up. Kenneth Faried, I actually saw a number of people running him. I've not messed around with his jumper at all, but if his jumper is not bad, the rest of his kit is pretty solid, so I may try to bring him in. We are going to mess around with this lineup quite a bit. Tabo still at 1,500. Okay, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. Kind of bummed that these unlimited cards all hit 2,000, because I actually wanted to try Keon Ellis this week if Reed Shepherd went up in salary. Unfortunately, both of them hit 2,000 salary, so we are not going to be bringing in either of them. But like I said, as of right now, we are going to be bringing in MCW Bringing him in puts me 800 above the salary cap threshold. We'll figure out a way to make this salary work. Oh, wait a minute. Ron Holland. So you know what the way is going to be is I have to bring in a card that's 1,200 salary at the shooting guard position. I'm not going to spend too much time looking right now. Let me see. Is there a small forward I want to throw in here, actually? Small forward for 1,200 salary. Let's not take too much time here. Oh, Trey Murphy's at 1,200? That's actually very interesting. That's a card I've been wanting to bring in salary cap for quite some time. Oh, I really don't have... Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, well, we'll figure this out later. I'm not going to spend too much time messing around with the lineup. Ron Holland is a really fun card. His jumper sold me in a couple of those losses that I had that I was talking to you guys about. And this Luol Deng is a fun card. I mostly have him in because he's hollow. So, oh, he is 2,500 salary as well. Okay, we have some things we could work with in this lineup. We'll figure it out. I'll probably bench one of these guys off the in my backup front court as well. We'll deal with that later. I don't know if there's anything else I really want to talk about. Anything I want to talk about agenda-wise? I don't think so. I think we'll just get right into the packs. I mostly just wanted to go over those salaries. I guess let me know in the comments down below who are some players that you're adding to your salary cap lineup in light of all these changes. I do think a lot of you guys are going to be seeing your players' salaries go up for the most part, and I feel like whenever that happens, you may be better off if you don't have... Like, if you're like me and you have a lot of your diamonds that have gone up in salary, I would say make 2 lineups like I do every week. Make one with, a few diamonds and maybe 1 pink diamond if you can, and then make another lineup with, like, 1 opal. Or maybe, like, 1 pink diamond who you really like. Like, Michael Beasley. Actually, let me check Michael Beasley really quickly, because I'm curious. That's a card that I'm still looking to add, especially if we get super packs once again on Tuesday. Michael Beasley is up to 8,000 salary, which I actually like. I saw a lot of Michael Beasley and Dr. J, and I'm pretty sure Dr. J is going to still be at 8K salary himself. Yeah, as he should. Is Jaren Jackson Jr.'s Diamond 5K? Yeah, as he should. Yeah, so it just looks like a lot of players have gone up in salary. I still think Michael Beasley, if you're good with ISOing with him because he is a monster, I think he's going to be worth that 8K salary. And so I would make a lineup where you build around him. I think with him being 8,000 instead of 5,000 salary, that's going to be a little bit of a taller task. But you could definitely do it. If I could build lineups around my Opal Kawhi Leonard, you guys can definitely do the same around your Pink Diamond 8,000 salary Michael Beasley. All right, we have a few packs to open up here. Let's get through them. Hopefully my audio didn't glitch in this video. I have so much PTSD after that last video I did where the audio was glitching. We get Devin Carter. That's exciting. A card that I don't have. Okay, let's get this 90 plus premium out of the way. I gotta get all my Badge Deluxe packs opened because we have a new Amethyst here. That's cool. I just have too many packs. Too many Badge Deluxe packs. I think I have like 500 plus of these Badge Deluxe packs just sitting, so I gotta go through them to free up some space. We're getting a point guard, it looks like. A Maverick. Is this Luka Doncic? No, who is this? Oh, Brad Davis. Okay, well, I got rid of a number of these Lunar New Year players recently, so I guess I'll take him on auctionable. That's kind of cool. All right, let's get this Inevitable Deluxe. I think I got this from completing agendas because I did not play in King of the Court this weekend. I was busy up until like an hour or so ago. So, all right, here we go. Inevitable Deluxe. Is it going to be a player? It's a player that we have already. And a Ruby. Ooh, we get Mike Bibby, New York Knicks legend Mike Bibby. And who is the Amethyst that we get? We get GG Jackson, which is a little frustrating because the one I have, I believe, is hollow. Yes, he is hollow. That is quite unfortunate. What exchange can I put him in? I don't really care for Daniel Gafford all that much. But you know what? Maybe I'll just do his... Maybe I'll just do his exchange later on just to have the card, but I'm not crazy about that Daniel Gafford. It does not look like a good card. I just don't want to quick sell at an unauctionable Amethyst, and I don't want to get rid of my hollow GG Jackson. Shout out Spontaneous J. I love my hollows. Okay, let's open up this 92 plus premium that I got for logging in every single day last week, and let's see if 2K gives us a diamond that we don't have, and we get a duplicate. That's great. We get Kwame Brown, who actually, I think, My Kwame Brown is one that I purchased, so I will gladly take that. Thank you, 2K. That is not a bad diamond at all for logging in. So shout out to 2K for that. Let's open up this Heroic Super Pack Equal Chance. I'm fully expecting a diamond, and I don't really think any of the cards in the set are all that good anyways, so I think I'm just going to be disappointed regardless. Here we go. We get a pink diamond, but I think all the pink diamonds are kind of ass. So I feel like we're going to get Robert Parrish, because that's the only card I know from the set, and I know him because he's garbage. Eastern, 97 post fade. Is it green? Is it Robert Parrish? If you want the winning lottery numbers, guys, let me know, DM me. I will tell you what they are, because I'm just built different when it comes to predicting stuff in this game, man. I'm just him. And you know who's not him? Robert Parrish. I'm sorry. You were a great NBA player in your time. That card is absolute buns. Hopefully we don't get absolute buns out of this. I got this 92 plus overall premium option pack from grinding out my breakout board. Can we get a diamond player that we can use in salary cap? Come on, 2K. Bless your boy. Oh, we get another Lonzo Ball. That's kind of frustrating. Is this Sabonis any good? 83-pointer. Dude, how is this Sabonis the same speed as his Galaxy Opal? Are you kidding me? Is this David West any good? Probably not, right? 7 Hall of Famers. Set shot specialist. 82-3. 80 speed. What's his salary? 2,000. What's Saboner? Also 2,000? Huh. Well, Saboner is 7'3". I think for that reason alone, we'll just take Sabonis. Not great, but not, you know, not terrible, I guess. All right, well, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not going to play any salary cap for me tonight, for you guys yesterday, but I will be playing salary cap on Sunday, because I want to get to around 1,800 points if I can. Hopefully, I'll be able to get there with W's and not losing my way up to 1,800, because I'm tired of losing in salary cap. Hopefully, me coming in with a clear head will lead to more dubs. So yeah, appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are having a good salary cap run here in round 1. And again, let me know down below what players you're adding to your salary cap lineup in light of all these changes, because a lot of our players are probably going up in salary. A lot of mine did, and I'm sure a lot of your guys did. So maybe there's a player that I overlooked that you guys are adding that I may try to add to my lineup to make it work for salary cap this weekend. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support. We're on the road to 1,100 subs. I think we're about like 10 or so subs away. So any sub will be greatly appreciated, obviously. But even if you didn't, just you watching the video, making up to this point means the world to me. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see if we upload anything else. But if we don't, I'll see you guys sometime next week. Love you all. Take care. I'm out. Peace.